Hi, everybody. For this lecture, I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to complete one of your assignments. So in English 205 this week, we have an assignment called a success plan. And since it's not published yet, you won't see it on your end at the time that I'm recording. But by the time I'm done recording this and posting it, it'll be at the very top there, right here under our welcome module. So the first thing I need to do is click on my week 5 schedule. And that's going to tell me what is due this week. So here's what I need to read. This is the lecture that I need to watch, and this is the discussion that I need to do. So now I can go back to modules, go down to week 5, and then open up this success plan. So it tells me that before I have done this, I need to make sure that I've watched this lecture about how to create this, and then read the assigned readings for this week. Once I've done that, then here's what I'm going to do. So first, I'm going to open the Literary Analysis Success Plan document, and that is this right here. So on this doc, it tells you what to do. First of all, you need to make a copy of this document. If you're not sure how to do that, I've included a tutorial for you. But basically, you're just going to do File, make a copy, and that way you have your own copy that you can edit. After you've done that, then you should be watching this lecture, which is probably why you're here right now, for a quick overview of what to do. And this is the part that I wanted to show you guys. So you'll need to have a couple of different tabs open so that you can fill this out. So the Literary Analysis Success Plan is just a planning document that I want you guys to fill out at the beginning of our literary analysis unit. You'll see that each of these columns represents a different week. So this represents week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, and week 10. So what you're going to be doing for this assignment is looking at our schedule of classes and filling out everything that you need to read, assignments that are due in 1A, assignments that are due in 205, and then your plans for how you're going to make sure you get everything done for that particular week. All right, so where can I find all of these different due dates? So if I go into English 1A, and I have it in student view here, so got to leave that since this module isn't published yet at the time that I am recording the lecture. So you'll see week 5 right here, and that shows you everything that's due for this week, but week 6 and 7 and 8 and whatnot are not published yet, right? So how do I know what's coming up? What you're going to do is go to our syllabus. So if I click on Read the Syllabus, it's going to take me to our syllabus, which has all of the information that I need. And my internet's going kind of slow on the day that I'm recording, so bear with me. So this is our syllabus, and you'll notice it has all of this information about, different assignments, how to reach me, all that good stuff. But if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll find our schedule of classes. And this document, or this part of the syllabus document, has all of the due dates that you need for the rest of the semester. So you can do lots of great planning and whatnot by looking at the due dates on the schedule of classes. If it ever loads, we'll get there. There we go. So you'll see that the schedule of classes tells you how to read it. So we've got the date and the time and the week, date and the week. And then the second one shows us what we need to read. The third column lists due dates, and the fourth column tells you kind of what big picture ideas you should know more about by the end of the week. So for our purposes, we are going to be looking at these columns here. So what I need to do is go down to our current week, week 5 right here. And this is where I can see, okay, this week I have to read these things, I have to watch these lectures, and I have to complete these discussions. So when I am planning my literary analysis success plan, what I'm going to do is click back over to this tab, and under things to read, I'm going to just either copy and paste or write these things down, right? So I know that for week 5, I have to read the literary analysis packet, background info, and so on. So I'm just going to type or copy and paste each of those things in there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is look at that next column and say, all right, during week 5, I'm reading all of this stuff, but what am I turning in? So it looks like I've got discussion 8, discussion 9, and a group work reflection. So I'm going to go back over here and type this in. 8 and 9, and then a group work reflection. And you can change the font so it's not giant. Just highlight it, make it small, not bolded, whatever you want to do there. And then I'll keep going. So I also need to look at what is due in 205. And then I need to talk about how I'm going to make sure that those things get done. So for example, in week 5, I know that what's due in 205 is the success plan. So I'll put that there. Make my font match because I'm weird and those things matter to me. And then down here is kind of one of the most important parts of this document. I want to see what your own plans for success are. So maybe since I know that I have a group work reflection due, I'm going to make sure that I contact my group on, say, Wednesday. Okay, so that's one thing. I'll also set a reminder on my phone to read chapters 1 through 6 in the novel, because I know that chapters 1 through 6 are what we're going to be responsible for reading. And because I'm not used to having to read, several chapters, because up till now we've just been reading kind of articles and things like that, I will make sure that I set a reminder on my phone because I know that's going to remind me to, make sure that I get in the habit of reading those chapters. Okay. And then I'm going to look over at the next week. So this is from the 14th to the 17th. So I'm going to go back to my syllabus and my schedule of classes, and then scroll down to week 6. So now I know that I have to read chapters 7 through 12. So I'll go and type that in right here, right? I'll fix my font later. And then I also have to read this stuff here and several other things about how to analyze literature. I have to watch this lecture, complete these discussions. So I'm just going to repeat that process until this whole success plan is filled out. And that way I have my own little document where I can go and look and say, okay, what do I need to do this week? And how am I going to get that done? So remember that in your plans for success down here, I'm not only looking for you to set some specific goals for yourself and tell me how you plan on making sure you're successful, but I would also like for you to include some things that you've learned from our readings in that. So for instance, maybe there's guidelines for analyzing a literary passage or close reading strategies. So I might include some of those things in my success plan, right? So I might say, like, I want to use the strategies from the handout to make sure that I'm analyzing passages well, or whatever it might be. So that is your literary analysis success plan. Once you're done with this and you've filled out this whole table here, then I want you to hold on to this and use it while we're going through the unit. We'll probably make another one of these for the research unit. And it's just a good tool, I think, to kind of have everything in one place so you know what's due, you know what you have to read, and you're able to kind of look at those dates and then make sure that you're making room in your schedule to get everything done, right? Once you're done with this, though, you do need to post it, right? So you'll need to do this step right here. So I would like for you to post this to your 205 discussion board and then respond to your peers. So when you're looking at your peers, I'd like you to look at, is there anything they missed? Maybe they missed an essay due date or something like that. And you could say, hey, you forgot that the rough draft is due during week whatever, because I haven't looked at it recently, so I'm not sure. And then I'd also like you to look at their success plans and borrow some ideas. So what do they have that's going well that you like and want to borrow? Or is it a little bit incomplete and maybe there's something that you could suggest, like, hey, don't forget to get in contact with your group? Or do you have a plan for how you're going to make sure that you have time to read 6 chapters or, 7 or 8 chapters throughout the week and do your schoolwork and things like that? So that's your success plan assignment. Hopefully it is helpful for you. It's just one of the strategies that we'll try in terms of kind of managing your time and whatnot. As always, if you get stuck or you need help, remember to reach out to your group, reach out to a tutor, or email me or text me on the Remind app.